The EU is on tenterhooks as the eurosceptic and far-right Sweden Democrats party looks tipped to make more ground in a traditionally liberal country. Sweden's political landscape is changing at rates never before seen. This week, the country plummeted into a full-blown crisis after a clash over housing policy resulted in a fragmented parliament. Social Democrat Prime Minister Stefan Löfven saw 181 lawmakers vote against him. He now has a week to decide whether to call a snap election or resign and move towards building a new governing coalition. As the country's once stable political position crumbles, the far-right Sweden Democrats (SD) have made serious gains in both influence and attention. Countries Europe over have seen right-wing, nationalist parties gain traction in recent years, with the coronavirus pandemic having sped up the process. SD are, like other right-wing parties on the continent, vehemently opposed to the EU and increasingly confident in voicing criticism. In return for this, SD and its leader Jimmy Åkesson have gained a surge in popularity from the public and a handful of Swedish politicians. Mr. Åkesson recently persuaded 3 other opposition party chiefs that they will need his support to take power from Mr. Löfven in an election. If successful, SD could push an anti-EU agenda to the heart of Sweden's parliament, raising fears among Brussels' top brass. Speaking to Politico, Tommy Moller, a political scientist at Stockholm University, told of how immediate change could arrive. He said, "This is definitively a formative moment within Swedish politics. The landscape is changing rapidly." SD first entered parliament in 2010. Back then, the party looked doomed to fail. As Mr. Åkesson gained momentum, former moderate party leader Fredrik Reinfeldt, Sweden's prime minister from 2006 until 2014, called SD a xenophobic force and refused to discuss policy with them at all. It is true that SD was previously a messy mix of unsavory elements. When Mr. Åkesson joined the party in 1995, it included several neo-Nazi figures. Since becoming leader in 2005, he has purged the party of people who have made racist statements.